Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to be adding some funds into our 100 envelope savings challenge, which is going to go towards my emergency fund. So I have my Sharpie, I have my cash, and I have my booklet here. So let's get started. We'll find our page. And we're going to be starting with envelope 54 today. So let's count our money and see what we actually have. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, and 190. So we're going to get this all folded up and added in, and then we'll get it all marked off. Because this is going to, like I said, it's going to go towards my emergency fund. I would eventually like to get to a $3,000 emergency fund. That's what I had and had to use. So we're working on replacing that a little bit at a time. And once we finish this booklet, we'll have $1,000. And I am going to start again. And we'll continue with this until we can get our $3,000 emergency fund back. Because you have to have an emergency fund. Emergencies just pop up all the time. And you want to be as prepared as you can. And I find that this is a great way to just take a small amount of money, whatever you have. You can start this with $1. So it's appropriate for anyone to be able to start their savings, which is why I really love it. So I decided for my purposes that we were going to use $10 bills. That's affordable for me. Now you can decide what's affordable for you. This was actually intended for you to put in the amount that is written on the envelope. So this envelope should have $58 in it if I was doing this in the standard way, but I can't afford to take $58 and put it in one envelope. It would take me forever to finish this. So I decided that I was going to do $10 bills, but you could do anything. You could do $50 bills. You could do $20 bills, whatever works for you. You could do $1 bills for that matter. And even though it wouldn't seem like you were saving a lot, when you fill 100 envelopes with $1, you end up with $100. And that is something that you can do something with. So no matter where you start, the thing is just getting started. Put what you can in. Choose the method that works best for you. This is what I've chosen to do. And on the next one, I may be able to put 20s in here. And then we would end up with 2,000 at the end, which to me is a good amount of money. That's enough to make me feel safe in the fact that I have something put away for an emergency, because you know they're going to happen. We just had to do a lot of car repairs, and in the following week, which was last week, we just found out we had to replace our dryer. I went to do laundry, took the clothes out of the washing machine, put them in the dryer, and I went to hit the dryer button and it just went whoop. So that's how quickly things can happen. And you never know. And it's usually multiple. It's like in December, just before Christmas, we had to replace our fridge. Because these appliances are not new. We've been using them for a long time. And you know that they're going to stop working eventually, but you don't think it's going to be today. So a couple of days before Christmas, we had to try and get a fridge, and we couldn't even get one delivered, so we ended up having to buy a small mini fridge to get through the holidays with, because we could bring that home and start using it immediately. So that's what we did, and then we got a larger fridge after, which cost us extra money because we had to buy the small one first and then buy the large one. So it ended up costing us more money in the long run. But you have to have a fridge. So we did what we thought was best at the time, and in the long run, it did cost us more money. Right after that, we found out we needed to do all kinds of car repairs, because in Canada we have to have a vehicle inspection once every 2 years to make sure that your vehicle is safe to drive. And $2,500 later, we got our vehicle back, but there went my emergency fund. So that's what happened to my original emergency fund. But you know what kind of a mess I would have been in if I hadn't had that money put away? So this is why my emergency fund is the priority right now. We need to get back to where we were, because I know that things are going to happen. Things are going to come up. And I want to be as prepared as I can. You can never be completely prepared, but you can do the best you can with what you have. So this is what we're working on. We just filled envelope 72. So I'm going to go and mark these all off in the front of the book. So we're going to find 72 and we're going to work back. And that way I know that I'm not marking off anything that I shouldn't be. 68, 67, 69, 70, 71, and 72. So we are almost 3/4 of the way done, which is amazing. All of this money came out of my coin savings. I saved my coin for 8 months. Anytime I break a bill, I put the change in a bottle, which I'm still doing, and I've started again. And once we had to use our emergency fund, I knew that we needed to start as soon as possible on rebuilding that. So I took the change, I rolled it all up, I took it to the bank and cashed it in. And this is what we got. There's a little bit that was added to this because I think we had $673 the day that I totaled it up. But I was short 1 loonie for the roll of loonies. So I actually found a loonie, put it in that roll, which brought us up to almost $700. So 700 of this money, because we're at 720 right now. So somewhere I picked up an extra couple $10 bills in my shopping. You get change back, so I got a couple of extra 10s, but the bulk of this did come from coin savings. So that's where we are now. We are at $720, almost 3/4 of the way through. So I should be able to get this one finished off probably in the next month. We'll see what we can get in there. I'd like to have it done by at least the middle of April or the end of April. And that way I know that if something happens to pop up, God forbid, we've had enough going on here lately, at least I've got something put away. So that's where we are for now. I'm going to leave it there for today. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And you all have a good day.